So just before today's video starts, we got an announcement to make. Well, it's not really an announcement, the announcement was yesterday, but just in case you didn't see it, the channel has a Discord server now, so yeah, join it. We've already got a few people on the Discord server, we're still setting a few things up, but yeah, the invite link is in the description. I'm there most of the time. I've got more information to talk about in today's video on the Discord server. Join it, the invite link is in the description. Now, enjoy today's video on Planet Coaster Alton Towers. Good afternoon and welcome back to Planet Coaster Alton Towers. Today we're finishing off the west side of Tower Street with the construction of number 1 Tower Street, which used to be the guest relations building before the box office came along. We're also going to be moving on to the east side of Tower Street, building the Teachers Lounge, which used to be the Tower Street Bar and Grill, and of course the orange building which houses the hot dog stand. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing because it helps out the channel a lot more than you think. And also, if you're not on our Discord server, then please do consider joining that as well. There's lots of us on there, and there's an invite link in the description. With that being said, let's get into today's time-lapse. So then, we're starting off today's time-lapse with the construction of number 1 Tower Street. Of course, it used to be the guest relations building before the box office came along. Now, I believe it's just a sensory room. I think it's a sensory room, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's what it is. Now, it's kind of a small building, there's nothing really to comment on this other than it's just a building in Tower Street really. You don't really notice it much because it is a sensory room now. It used to be guest relations, but yeah, that is box office. Now, just to talk a bit about the Discord server that I mentioned at the start of the video, we've got tons of things in there, of course. We've got tons of different channels. You can talk about Planet Coaster, theme parks, we got a meme chat, you got a general chat where you can just talk about what you want. I'm consistently on there in the voice channels if you ever want to talk to me. Also, I will be streaming my Planet Coaster building sessions in the mornings to anyone really on the Discord. I mean, most of what you're seeing in this video was streamed on the Discord server. We've also got a bot in there which will play theme park music 24/7. You can request to add more theme park music to the playlist that the bot plays throughout for the server, so you know, definitely join the Discord server. It would be great to have you on the server if you're not already joined, but like I said, we are still setting a few things up. We're still getting used to basically managing a Discord server. Me, My Curious Mind and Theme Park Freak, we are all still getting used to it. But yeah, I want this Discord server not to be like a Discord server for this channel, but instead just to be like a nice community Discord server, let's say, for Planet Coaster players who aren't really Planet Coaster, but if you get what I mean. But we only play Planet Coaster because we like theme parks, that's what I mean. You got like 2 types of Planet Coaster players: those that play it because they like the game, and those that play it because they like building theme parks. So yeah, that's basically what this Discord server is. Here I'm actually starting the Teachers Lounge. Like I said, all of this was streamed on Discord through the server, and I believe the Teachers Lounge has gone through many changes throughout the years. I think it used to be Tower Street Bar and Grill, and it used to be Towers Family Restaurant before that. Basically, it's gone through a lot of iterations, and I think this is also just a mirrored version of Corner Coffee, which is on the other side of Tower Street, but it was a bit more difficult to build this, most likely because it's up on like sort of a platform where you have a seating area raised up from the path, whereas Corner Coffee, it's literally just on ground level. But yeah, it was kind of a bit difficult to this one. It also had some like differences in the roof as well, and like the roof decor, so it was a bit difficult. One thing to talk about whilst I'm actually building this is Towers Trading in real life, not in here, but in real life, has reopened. Theme Park Worldwide uploaded a video about it just a few hours ago, and apparently they're just trialing it for next weekend when the theme parks, of course, do reopen. It's all confirmed now, they're allowed to reopen next weekend, which is fantastic news. At the moment, it doesn't look like Alton Towers Dungeons will be opening, of course. I mean, that's kind of obvious really with the nature of Alton Towers Dungeons. It's a small confined experience that, you know, normally operates with quite a large number of parties, so it's a bit obvious that the dungeons aren't opening. Of course, Williams World won't be opening, that'll be opening next year. They pushed back the opening of that. But just to talk a bit about Hex, I feel like Hex hasn't really been mentioned that much at all really. Right now, I think they are planning to open Hex, but the capacity of Hex is going to be reduced significantly, really. I mean, not that it's going to make a difference because the park capacity will be decreased as well, but also Hex never really gets a queue to begin with. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do Hex. Apparently, they're going to do it the same way as they operate the roller coasters with social distancing. They'll leave a row in between benches, like only one or two parties will take up one bench in the vault. But we don't really have any details on how they're going to move through the pre-shows. I mean, are there going to be staff in the pre-shows to monitor you, to make sure you're social distancing? I mean, who knows, It'll be interesting to see what happens next weekend, of course. And another ride that might be opening next weekend is a ride that's been closed for quite a long time now, and it's Blade. According to some sources, Blade is back in place in Forbidden Valley. Don't know if it's opening next weekend. Maybe they are still figuring out a few things with Blade. Not entirely sure what was wrong with Blade. I mean, they did just have a massive refurbishment last closed season with Alton Towers loving care, so yeah, it's kind of odd what's happening to Blade, but it's good to see that it is back in position, and hopefully it will be operating. And it's fantastic news, of course, that it didn't go down the way of Ripsaw, where they said, we've just taken out Ripsaw temporarily and it's going to come back, and then it didn't come back. So it's kind of annoying when that happens, but thankfully it did not happen to Blade. So here I'm just doing the final touches on Teacher's Lounge. I don't actually know if these tables and chairs are there now, because I'm looking at it through Google Street View, which had it as Tower Street Bar and Grill, where you had all that outdoor seating area. I don't know if those tables and chairs are still there. If you've been to Alton Towers in the past week for the gardens opening, please comment below or message me in the Discord server if those tables and chairs are still there. If they're not still there, I'll take them out. If they are, then just leave them in, really. Here the game is paused a bit. I think this was an autosave. Yeah, it's an autosave. It's glitching a bit. I honestly hate the autosave. I increased the autosave time to 30 minutes instead of every 15 minutes in the config files, but it's just still incredibly annoying. I know, it's there just in case you forget to save or the game crashes, but when it's so annoying, because the Alton Towers world is reasonably large now. It's getting quite a lot of pieces, and it can take like 3 or 5 minutes for the game to unfreeze after an autosave, and it's just kind of annoying. I don't know what autosave relies on. I don't know if it relies on memory or CPU or just a storage device, really. I don't know. I'll have to look in Task Manager to see what it's using up when autosave is going on, but it's just kind of annoying. And just to talk a bit about the performance of Planet Coaster, really. I'm not entirely sure if I've talked about this already in a previous episode, but Frontier recently said that they've got Planet Coaster running reasonably well on consoles, which is, quite odd considering it runs absolutely horribly on PC. And a lot of people asking, why can't we have this on PC? And their reply was, and I am not joking here, we're not really thinking about Planet Coaster PC. So they've essentially abandoned the game now. We haven't really had a major update. I mean, we haven't even had a minor update. The only updates Planet Coaster's had in over a year now is just bug fixes, really. That's it. The game still performs absolutely terribly. There's still so many things wrong with the game. They're just saying, oh, now we don't really care about Planet Coaster anymore. This is all about Planet Zoo now and Planet Coaster Console Edition. It's like, us PC users for Planet Coaster have basically been left in the dark. And I have to admit, yeah, sure, Planet Coaster is 3 years old now, nearly 3. No, it is 3 years old. When was it? March 2016 it first released to the public for alpha. So 4 years? Oh Christ. Huh, didn't realise it was that old, but I understand it's 4 years old, and of course Frontier want to move on to new games, but can we at least get a performance fix like they were able to do for the console edition? Because even I was saying before, how on earth are they going to do it on consoles if it can barely perform on PC? It's frustrating. But today's episode is starting to come to an end. We've only got a few not seconds, but a few minutes left before we enter the cinematic shots and into the outro, so I'm going to leave you here. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. If you're not already subscribed to your channel, please do consider subscribing because it helps out the channel a lot more than you think. And also, if you're not on a Discord server, then please join the Discord server. We're all on there. We've got fantastic stuff to do on there. I'll be streaming Planet Coaster. I'll be in the voice chats on the Discord server most of the time. So yeah, join it. The invite link is in the description. With that being said, thank you very much for watching today's video on Planet Coaster Alton Towers, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.